Buckle up, folks. You're probably thinking of those lovable, tiny-footed creatures from J.R.R., Tolkien's novels The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But did you know real-life hobbits actually exist? In 2004, in a groundbreaking archaeological find on the Indonesian island of Flores, scientists unearthed the remains of an ancient human species known as Homo floresiensis, affectionately nicknamed the Hobbit. This astonishing discovery not only expanded our understanding of human evolution, but also revealed that we've been wrong about the origins of these tiny humans. Buckle up, explorers. Today, we're digging into a mind-blowing discovery about our past. Before the modern human stepped onto the scene, other incredible creatures like Homo erectus and Homo heidelbergensis roamed the globe. These ancient humans lived in different parts of the world, each with unique characteristics. Now, the multi-regional evolution theory claims these regional populations slowly developed into what we now call modern humans over time. But here's the exciting part. This theory depends on a key concept, gene flow, which is basically like the sharing of DNA between distant relatives, allowing traits to spread and our human story to unfold in unexpected ways. Imagine a huge genetic swap meet where different groups of ancient humans traded their DNA. This mixing and matching happened through things like marriage between different tribes or people moving to new areas, allowing unique traits to spread far and wide. As our ancestors adapted to their environments, over time amazing features like our complex brains and distinct body shapes started to appear in various parts of the world at almost the same time. Now, we shouldn't think that every ancient human species played an equal role in shaping who we are today. Some likely made bigger impacts than others. However, it's essential to remember that prehistoric humans were super diverse and definitely not identical to us. They evolved over millions of years just like everything else on our planet. Imagine if our human journey was more like a wild detour than a straight shot. Scientists discovered a game-changer in 2016 at Matamengi on the island of Flores, about a 45-mile trip from Liangbua Cave's fame. This site unveiled an incredible treasure trove: stone tools, a jawbone fragment, and 6 teeny-tiny teeth that are rewriting what we thought we knew. Imagine uncovering secrets from our ancient ancestors. That's exactly what happened when paleontologists found these extraordinary teeth and jaws. What made them stand out was how different they were compared to kid-sized jaws. A major clue to understanding who lived on this island long ago. The dating process revealed a jaw-dropping truth: the Matamengi fossils are an astonishing 700,000 years old. That's a whopping 200,000 years older than the famous Liangbua fossils, proof that hominins were already roaming the island much earlier than we thought. Get ready for a game changer in the world of ancient humans. In 2003, an Aussie Indo Dream Team dug deep into Liangbua Cave in Flores, Indonesia, on a quest to uncover secrets about early Homo sapiens migrating from Asia to Australia. What they stumbled upon instead changed everything: a tiny human skeleton that would crack open the lid on our understanding of human evolution. Led by Peter Brown and Michael Morwood, this team discovered an incredible mix of old-school and cutting-edge features in those ancient bones that revealed a brand-new species like never before. Get ready for the discovery that shook up the science world. In October 2004, we finally got our hands on the formal name and description of this incredible new species: meet Homo floresiensis, aka the Hobbits. This breakthrough opened a major chapter in understanding hominin diversity and evolution, especially in Southeast Asia. And what made it even more mind-blowing was the solid evidence backing it up. A nearly complete skeleton called LB1, featuring an intact skull, gave researchers a treasure trove of information about this mysterious species' anatomy and characteristics. But wait, the cave's secrets go even deeper. Scientists discovered remnants of at least 11 other individuals mixed in with the collection, making it an incredibly diverse treasure trove. These remains were found across different layers within the cave, and they're like a timeline. Some date back around 100,000 years, while others are as young as 60,000 years. And here's the coolest part: one of the arm bones from way down deep, about 74,000 years old, has been tentatively linked to our mysterious friend H. floresiensis. The missing arm bone really threw a wrench in making direct comparisons. But don't worry, our intrepid fossil hunters had some other tricks up their sleeves. Alongside LB1's skeletal remains, archaeologists unearthed an impressive collection of stone tools, giving them a clearer picture of how these early humans lived and interacted with their environment. These ancient artifacts were found at different levels within the cave, and dating back as far as 190,000 years, they paint a vivid scene of daily life for these mysterious hominins. And in a major coup, the remarkably well-preserved remains even raised hopes that scientists could crack open the code to LB1's genetic secrets, including a potential mitochondrial DNA extraction. Although initial attempts fell short, researchers are still hard at work, driven by an insatiable curiosity about this species' place in our family tree. Fast forward to Liangbua from 2007 to 2014, major excavations went down using cutting-edge dating tech to crack the code on this cave's layered history. The discoveries revealed the tiny Homo floresiensis, averaging just 1 meter in height, even shorter than some modern human populations like pygmies. Their unique physical features set them apart. Broad hips and slightly slouched shoulders gave them a distinct look that differed from ours significantly. Let's dive into another mind-blowing aspect of these ancient beings. They sported some seriously different head shapes compared to us. Imagine a skull that's lower and longer, almost like Homo erectus, but with foreheads that aren't as high. Their craniums were also on the thicker side, making them look quite robust. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Their brain size was actually smaller than ours, similar to those of our chimpanzee cousins. This might seem counterintuitive, but it could have been a clever survival strategy with less energy-demanding brains. These ancient humans could thrive on limited food sources. But that's not all. The real showstopper is how their brain structure differed significantly in key areas like the temporal and frontal lobes, a mix we just don't see in any other human ancestor. Let's dive into some fascinating Hobbit anatomy. Did you know they had a larger brain region called Brodmann Area 10? This part of the brain is all about complex thinking and problem solving. It's like their mini brains were supercharged for strategic thinking. But what's even cooler is that this brain feature was way more prominent in hobbits than we expected. Now, moving on to those jaws and teeth, the hobbits' oral structure was one of a kind. They didn't have a defined bony chin, giving them a slightly different face shape. Their teeth were larger compared to ours, similar to our ancient human relatives, Homo erectus. However, they still had some really old-school traits mixed in. Think of it as a mashup between the past and present. Imagine a mashup of different human species all merged into one incredible being. It's like stepping into an alternate universe where our evolutionary path took some serious detours. So, where do these mysterious creatures fit in our human family tree? Some scientists initially thought they might be Homo sapiens with an unusual genetic glitch or metabolic issue, similar to conditions like microcephaly or Down syndrome. But after closer inspection of their one-of-a-kind features, experts now agree that this theory just doesn't add up. These little humans are a unique chapter in our evolutionary story, written entirely by themselves. Now we've got a major clue about the mysterious hobbits. Fossils found on Flores dating back a whopping 700,000 years show us that these little humans didn't just disappear. They lived long and thrived in their island home. This has scientists thinking, hey, maybe our tiny friends were part of a bigger family. They're considering two possible stories. One is that the hobbits are actually smaller versions of H. erectus, our taller and more clever ancestors from way back when. It makes sense, right? Islands can create some pretty cool evolutionary changes in animals, like how some mammals end up super tiny. Let's dive into another mind-blowing theory about our little homie, the hobbit. Some experts propose that this tiny human might actually be a descendant of even tinier ancient humans like Homo habilis or Australopiths. Yeah, you read that right, even smaller than the hobbits themselves. The problem is, there's almost no fossil evidence outside of Africa for these tiny ancestors, and scientists aren't sure if they were capable of crossing vast lands and seas. Now, here's where genetics comes into play. Researchers could use DNA analysis to uncover more about the hobbit's family tree, its connections with other species, and how it adapted to its environment. The catch is, getting hold of that DNA from the hobbit fossils won't be easy due to the tropical conditions on Flores Island where they were found, which can make it super tough to extract useful genetic material. Imagine digging up fossils in the scorching jungle or rainforest, not exactly the perfect recipe for saving DNA. The intense heat and humidity are like a double whammy, speeding up the breakdown of ancient DNA molecules. Even with super cool tech advancements, getting intact genetic material from old remains in these environments is super tough. Extreme conditions can shred DNA into tiny pieces or even completely destroy it, making it a major challenge for scientists to extract usable DNA from the hobbit fossils. But who knows? Maybe future breakthroughs will make this process easier and give us the answers we've been searching for, like how hobbits branched off from our human family tree. Now that we've dived into the possibility of hobbits living separately from humans, let's get your minds buzzing. Could these little folks have coexisted with us but kept their own secret society? Share your take on it in the comments and help shape this fascinating theory. If you're loving this thought-provoking content as much as we do, hit that thumbs up button and join our community by subscribing for more videos packed with imagination and knowledge. See you in the next video.